Or bright blue in this case. Jerry on the high ground looking for the flank. Nice little combo with Color Hex. However, Jerry's still up on the high ground. Someone needs to kill him, or at least drag him back down. There we go. But the damage really is already there. Kaka, Shredlock, and Dalton end up going down. There will be Boston capping the point.
Yeah, you see Shockwave dropping a little LOL in the chat there. That's because
potentially, and even Punk with the Flux is going to dish out some major damage as soon as they get rid of those turrets. Someone needs to kill the turrets, by the way. Fusion was just getting owned. Like, there were two turrets just looking at him, just doing so much damage, and then the Sim, of course, just shooting through the shields. Ideally, there you want Punk or Kulhex just fire a few left clicks just to... Oh no, the tire, this finds one, it might just be all over. He's hunting for Jerry, but doesn't quite find him, and Halo's already dead. Shockwave sends the tire into the back line. Immortality field is broken, but so it's Fusion's. Unfortunately now, Boston Uprising don't really have a front line to deal with, or to deal with Vancouver Titans, in fact, and hey, they got ults to spare too. They can chuck out the window, but they don't even need it. Flux and Beat, we're still forced out so much, in fact. Fusion's had to press shift, and the Immortality field was used also, but they're going to have to save their own Orisa. Shredlock going fairly low, but Shockwave falls first, and now it's in a good position for Uprising. They can basically just hold W here, no fear of anything else. And I like the Kree in these comps, by the way, I will say that. The Kree obviously with the flashbang.
To continue to cast today if we can. A nice wall to block off Jerry's angle.
Oh, well, Kaka peeked around the wall. He wondered what was going on around there. Double glaze he's put up on the high ground, but it doesn't matter because Dalton finds 3 people. That was a beautiful off-angle Hex from Uprising there, trying to get a lot of damage down, but that was because the rest of Boston Uprising are frozen. Beautiful Flux, however, even more beautiful rock there from Punk. He's going to open up with a Flux of his own. Shockwave scurrying for cover as he tries not to get Flux and taking an off-angle. He takes out Myungbong. Halo's already dead as well. So Boston Uprising now, no healers at all. So they're going to have to make do with the health pool that they do have. They decide to reset. Shockwave tries to get the last hit on Punk there to get the ult charge, but it doesn't end up working out. Kill Jerry. He didn't actually receive the beat as Halo marches everybody forward. Fusion's frozen up and end up killing off, and that Bob sitting at the front of the point as well, just forcing Boston Uprising to split. The Titans, they're at 95%. They've won this team fight. They've got ults coming up as well. Punk's going to fall down last, and that will be the Titans, unless someone from the Boston Uprising can touch. It's Myungbong, but he gets quickly dealt with. OT's ticking down, and the Titans are going to claim map 1. Halfway around the world. Shockwave as well, it feels like, but being able to adapt like this and find kills, that's unfortunate right there. Being able to adapt is just kind of crazy. Beautiful bubble actually there to get the res up. Kaka.
It's actually, they just wore off, so if he can get a pick, they definitely can. And they're going to go after it, but a beautiful sleep.
Ain't happening. Kaka's going to go down. However, that bio grenade is going to land straight on the head of Shredlock, and he's got Primal Rage coming up, but Shockwave manages to find the kill onto Jerry. But again, Halo is right there in the wings, waiting for the res. Boston Uprising still doing a good job of fending off the Titans. 2 minutes remains. Surf the roof there just a little bit. A beautiful EMP though, coming out from the Titans. Jerry and Color Hex in a lot of trouble now, same with Halo. Luckily he popped the wings to start off the fight though, so he's still able to get around to the rest of his team, but the damage is there. The tanks have been killing off the front line before Halo and Myungbong could heal them up. Dalton fix free, and that will be it. Finally, the payload is going to use the nano boost to make sure that fight does end up happening, but Punk ends up getting slept. It's not a good look at all for the Uprising right now, as Punk also gets naded. The EMP is going to just rip through the Boston Uprising, and this is going to be the second point as well from the Titans. Boston Uprising, all they needed to do there was stabilize, but it was just a play from the Titans there. They ended up sleeping Punk as he was nanoed, and then they Shockwave up on the high ground Hex, just clicking heads. Is there anything really to lose? He's trying to kill Halo. He eventually does it. The nano boost went on to Color Hex to try and stall out for a little bit longer, but I don't think it's going to happen. Even with Kaka going down, this looks almost inevitable. Shredlock holding the doors. Myungbong does find a kill to Wolf though. In fact, this might be winnable, Hex. I take it back. Both supports are dead. A little bit of a clown fiesta towards the end, but 3 seconds remains in the Titans time bank. It doesn't matter.
Open up the generally free push of Car Wash. The fact that, you know, Boston or Vancouver is even defending a little bit of that. Oh, that opens things up for Shockwave.
That was cheating.
Not having to worry about the opposing Widow is nice.
Shredlock was assisting there with the kill onto Jerry, but I would have preferred oncoming aggression. However, Dalton's sitting on an EMP of his own, and managed to build this one up, launches it out, does get slept in the end, but Fusions and Punk get hit. That bio grenade as well was huge in the assistance of killing off Fusions, and now it's this final fight territory for the Boston Uprising to try and land it on first point.
Wolf out of that EMP so that you can get a stall out in either Primal. Oh, that hurts.
That hurts, man. Oh, he had sights up too, so he knew exactly where he was. Oh man,
they're turning it, and
good.
they rezzed it too, so it's not terrible.
From Jerry. No, this is it. This is surely it. Kaka goes for the res, and he manages to actually get shot out just in time. KSA is coming back on the ball for some additional stall power, but Jerry, he's got the Widow, and he's got the kill. Kaka ends up falling. One less healer now to deal with as the Titans, they end up falling eventually. Shredlock and KSA trying their best to stall on point, but you can't mess with Jerry, who finds 2 of his own.
Yeah, the anti-heal takes down Shredlock, and that'll be all she wrote as Color Hex comes pops Valk, but then they slept him on the high ground, and Jerry was able to clean up that kill. And Jerry is just one of the best pure aimers we have. Aimer gamer.
That was sick. And you can see exactly why. Shockwave does have sight, a beautiful jumping headshot onto Myungbong. I do not believe Boston Uprising actually have a res, and another shot to Jerry. Can he make it a third? He's going in. He doesn't care. He's in the back line. He eventually gets killed off by Halo. Point clears it off the Titans, but it's up to Jerry now to try and subdue the supports and subdue Shockwave for long enough. But he ends up going to the payload to try and stall for some additional time. EMP's going to come out as well. There's the self-destruct, and there's the win for the Titans. Match point in the series as they take watch.
So there's still potential for a recontest if they put it on the fusions.
Kaka? What happened there? Kalek just walked at him, and Kaka just keels over. Myungbong now has the nano boost, goes straight onto fusions to try and stabilize the fight. Shockwave has Bob too, but it feels like, yeah, you want to put it on point and just distract fusion for long enough. The damage resistance only goes so far. Shredlock and KSA do bite the dust, however, and it's only Bob and, well, Shockwave on the point.
Nano boost onto Shredlock, but Myungbong, oh, he goes down as well.
EMP is going to come out, hits Punk and Halo. And with Color Hex falling, there is no hope for Boston now, unfortunately. Shockwave, you can imagine, is going to build up to a Bob in this fight with the amount of HP bars still currently left. Fusions takes to the skies after it gets purpled, ends up falling back down to earth and back down to his spawn. And that will be Vancouver Titans taking first point. They should be able to get a fair bit.
Just take a team fight to knock the Titans off the high ground for starters.
Oh, that headshot to Jerry again, bro. Shockwave, Shredlock even just follows up instantly. Myungbong falls, he doesn't get res, but Halo actually takes to the skies using his Valkyrie. I mean, now you're down an ult, and Halo even gets taken out by the Bob, adding another one to his stats. Fusions falls. This is it. The Coast Guard does so much work to stop a Winston from diving on your backline, and a little bit of extra damage to boot as well. Fusions ends up going down. Bob is hacked, and look how sad Bob is when he's
so
hacked,
sad.
He's just sitting there all slumped over, pure gamer posture. Unfortunately, he's going to fall to KSA, booping him off the bridge, and that will be it. Another Bob kill for Shockwave. Just adding to those stats. Oh my word, 4 minutes as well, like you said, because they comp swapped, so you can't res that. There's the EMP. Oh my god, Jerry just lining up. Oh, he's playing duck hunts. Dalton, Shockwave dead. That's it, it's done. Go again. And Shredlock and KSA, I mean, he's using double shield. You can't really get instantly taken down when you get naded. And now Shockwave's in a good position. Punk also ends up falling after losing his mech. The Bob's going to do a whole bunch of work, but even Kaka saving his support in the backline. I mean, that's it. What else does Fusions do? Well, they can Shredlock, actually, as soon as I say that. The EMP is available for Boston Uprising as well, so still in a good position on the defense. Vancouver Titans have one more attack. However, those tank ults have eventually gotten built up. They've got supercharger, they got pushing it. It was an extra wheel, it made 7, so it can move a little bit faster. There's the floods. KSA manages to isolate Fusion as they move it forward. OT is here, but the kills are here for the Titans. Boston Uprising can't quite get it back. It was the Rolf doesn't get hit. Window comes out as well as that immortality field. A giant purple from Myungbong though. Both hit KSA and Shredlock to save them. Oh my word, that could have been disaster if Wolf managed to keep the rest of the team alive, but Myungbong setting up almost perfectly. Punk did lose his mech, but is still on point, gaining capture percent, and they do res Myungbong as well, as they have the space to do so.
Tire.
Here's the tire, over the top. Dalton trying to find somebody, but Jerry ends up getting it. Well, actually, Jerry's Bob. It wasn't even Jerry.
Still respond. If he clutches out with the tire, it could be enormous.
Is it going to die again? That is the question. Kalex is already dead, though. There's the tire. Oh! That's a triple kill. That made up for every tire beforehand. Oh, great is the hack? Are you kidding me? If he dies now, this could be all over. Kalex taking a lot of damage, but Jerry and his Bob end up biting the dust. However, Halo at least gets the resurrection. But all the meanwhile, Kalex dies. Shockwave had the window straight in front of him, too. So fight of his life in the position of his life as well. This is perfect for a Winston to knock people away, but look at his health bar already down to sub 200 HP, and Dalton nails the tire straight on his head, literally lodged it between his eyes, and that will be it. The Titans are going to be able to hold Boston Uprising just before the